Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Excuse me one second. Wow. Not to be unexpected that Ethereum was going to hit 400. I'm just going to keep preaching, Ethereum going from, 300 to 400, even 250 to 400 is great. But now, if we knew what was going to happen, like if I was really thinking, I would have dumped off some of the alts for Ethereum a day or two ago, but I didn't predict this crash. And honestly, one of the reasons I didn't do that is because now, see, you can only, you have X amount of money, you can only buy so much, right? So let's say I bought all of my things into Ethereum a few days ago. I would then have to sell the Ethereum now to buy at this low price. And I was able to get good deals throughout the night because I had the free money. I had the money like set aside. And I think the deals that I spent money on will net me more profit a month from now. Now, what I'm saying with that is because if I can buy, 1337 for 5, 6, and I can buy some more BAT around 17 cents, and I can buy see a coin at 40, 480, 460, 450. If I could buy SafeX at 122, I just feel like, some of the 24-hour swings, look at 1337. Yesterday when I looked at it, its lowest was 5 and its highest was 15, right? Like that's a fucking 3x swing. So these swings are massive with these lower coins. And what's happening is all the attention right now is on Ethereum. Look at that. Look at the market cap domination. Holy shit. All of the money is going into Ethereum. And that's fine because I can see Ethereum getting up to 500. I really can. And that'd been a nice clean double. I'm just saying, okay, so if I was to sell right now, I'd be missing out on the big pump because I would have got in. Let's say the plan was to get into Ethereum because it's going to rise for EOS, right? And all the other coins are going to go down because it just makes sense. So, I could have dumped all my coins, bought into Ethereum, and then I'd be at this point, and I could either sell the Ethereum or I could hold it. Now, that's a good plan, and that would have been, it's hard to argue against. But in doing that, I wouldn't have been able to afford myself the deals that I've been getting, like I said, throughout the thing. Because right now, the deals are still there. A lot of the deals, like, holy shit, Ripple's crashing. Like, a lot of stuff's still down, but it's not down like it was last night, throughout the night. Like, throughout last night, there were some because I had my auto buys. I went fishing. I always go fishing, guys. I always wake up, check my lures. My lures are the exchanges. I go look at my YoBit lure. I look at my Bittrex lure. I look at my Poloniex lure. I look at all my lures. I got lures in Thailand. I got lures in China. I got all kinds of lures everywhere. All those fucking markets. Anything that sells the same coin, right? So anything that sells the same coin, I'm going to be spread out and catching. So that's what I've been doing. And yeah, basically, somebody was like, well, Dan, why are you giving away all your secrets? Now people are you're going to be competing against other fishermen. You're going to be putting their bobbers right next to your bobbers. And some of them going to be loud, scaring the fish away, doing it wrong. And I understand that. But really, honestly, like, I'd rather give value to this world. And this is pure business logic. Like, I'm not trying to fucking say, ooh, I'm a Philanthropist. I love all humans. You know, I hate a lot of humans. I think fucking some of humans are fucking shitty ass. But I do love giving value because I love receiving value, right? Like if I give value, I'm going to receive value in return. And I also know that maybe 1 or 2% of the people watching my videos are actually going to do what I do. They're actually going to see what I'm doing, get it, and apply it in their own game. A lot of people aren't going to do that. A lot of people are just going to do parts of it, right? So, and another thing is, you know, I'm bringing a lot of traders in, and I'm a shark, right? So when I teach people to play poker, that's fine. I'm not worried about them getting better than me because they're not going to put in the hours. They're not going to put in the time I put in. And I know that. So I can give you everything. And it doesn't matter because very few of you are actually going to apply it. So I'm not really worried about having to compete against 50 Dans out there when I'm stock trading. You know, I might create 1 or 2, and that's fine. You know, whatever. I don't care, you know. But, you know, the amount of value I'm giving is going to come back around like a boomerang. So it's worth it for me to create a few Dans in the process because I know my content's quality and I know it makes a lot of money. BitConnect took a dive finally. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Although I think it's just along with the territory. You know shit's bad when BitConnect's going down. Yeah, you know the world's falling. A lot of shit. You know what's funny? I bought some Digibyte last night, guys. Like, but Dan, I thought, what did you buy Digibyte for? Because it got so cheap. Alright, so, you know, I'm looking around the lakes. You know, I look at these as like lakes. And this information is telling me how much fish are in the lake. And how big the fish are, and if they're worth catching and whatnot. Or maybe I catch a little fish that's going to grow into a big fish. Who knows, right? So I'm looking at Digibyte. I was like, wow, it's fucking close to where I bought it at. I bought it at 1,050. I thought that was just stupid cheap. Yeah, we have to look at Bitcoin for this. Look at this though. 1 month. Where's the boom that happened? Guys, remember the great Digiboom? Remember? All right, so it was XDN versus Digibyte. And Digibyte got out to a head start, right? And everybody's like, Dan, you told me to buy XDN and Digibyte's doing better. And then Digibyte kind of stalled off and XDN was like, ha, 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 ha. And went up to fucking 800%. Anyway, then look, and now look. I bought it down in here. See, 1050. I could have got a little cheaper if I set my lure. I had a lure at 1050 and I had a lure at straight 10. And I didn't hit that 10. I got close though. How close did we get? 116. That's painful. Oh, that's 116. Never mind. Okay, so we got really close. I mean, 1035. Okay. Every point matters so much. I'm telling you, every point matters. I didn't know that. I didn't really learn that until later. I didn't learn that until later because I was like, oh, you know, I'll just buy that a few points. And then I busted out this boy. And I started really doing the math because, you know, when you got like fucking one of these where there's lots of numbers, right? You don't think it matters that much, right? You're like, what's it matter if it moves a point? Look how fucking cheap it is. It's like, well, it all matters in the game of life. 16% matters. Holy shit, you think a few points doesn't matter? You think a few points doesn't matter? That shit adds up very quickly in the scheme of things when you're dealing with these, any coins, really. Every point matters, even if it's just 1%, that adds up every trade. It compounds every trade. So it's like compound negative interest if you're not really scooping them up for a lower price. And that's how Digibyte was real cheap. And I was looking at it last night. It was like right in... Oh, wow. It did get down to 1014 there. It was like this. I was looking at it. And I was like, I'll buy it at 1050. I'll buy it at 1050. If it's not at 1050, then I don't give a fuck. Because I don't really... You know, I'm not desperate. Like, I see like it's a really good bargain. But at the same time, it's like, hey, you know, either it's going to hit my number or it's not. It's not going to hurt my day either way. And guess what? It hit my number. And now I have Digibyte. And I'm just going to hold it because it's going to go back up. I mean, it's fucking, look at this big ass mountain. It's like Batman's head, right? It's like a fat Batman's head. Anyway, I mean, just, this is all I have to show you. So I'm not big on Digibyte at all. I'm just saying it's fucking one of the coins that just really took a fucking beating. And if you know, you didn't get in around this time, it's crazy because it's back where it was, right? Just in 3 days, but it has come so far in this time. Like, it's advanced, like it's gotten partners, it's gotten, like, so it's grown. So it's a stronger version of itself. It's just really getting brutally attacked by the market. Like, okay, so if you're going to dump anything for Ethereum, right? Let's say, because Digibyte was super popular amongst investors. A lot of, look at the Batman. It was super a lot of people invested in this because they didn't know about XDN, and this was the more mainstream one. So people invested in this, right? And it kind of got unexciting for a while. And then Ethereum, right? Ethereum, people are like, oh, Ethereum, and then just sold off. And then you had some people actually sell, like, dude, there's people out there who actually sell at a loss. In 2017, they sell at a loss. So these people, you know what's funny? These people probably bought it like up in here when the hype happened, you know, at 18, and then they probably sold it at like 14, not knowing. They don't know. They're like, oh, it's just a few points. I'm going to buy Ethereum and double my money. But they don't realize they just lost like double their money doing that. Like, they lost a lot of their money doing that in Bitcoin. But they also probably look at the US dollars and think, oh, well, I had more, you know, it's close. But they don't realize that the Bitcoin has been raising. So they're getting way less Bitcoin than they had. And yeah, they want to, people rather double up on Ethereum than triple up on something else. It's a fun world. It's a fun world. It's funny because everybody can put in $20 and there's billions of us. So there's a lot of people who are just putting in $20 here and selling it for $25 here, but less Bitcoin. And they think that's good. That's not good. It's fucking bad. You know what? I was going through my old videos and I was like, man, Factum. I was talking up Factum a lot. And let's just see how it goes. It was back in this time. Because Factum, I took a dip. It was like $11. I was like, man, you know what? Factum's a really good business. I was going into it. I went on the website and everything. And then I forgot about it, bros. I talked it up. I was going to buy some. I always do. And then I just didn't. I forgot to. Like, I mean, I already have Factum. I bought Factum back in this region when I was talking about it at first. But then it was dipped again, right? When it dipped and I was just talking. It's kind of like when I was talking about half off BitShares. But then I went off and bought more BitShares. But for some reason, it's like I forgot. And I remembered last night that I had forgotten. Because fucking Factum's going to be a beast. And, yeah, basically makes auditing easy, which is going to be really good for businesses. So don't go trying to catch, storage. Don't try to go out there catching all the fish, right? Just relax, right? Because Digital Note taking a beating. I might get it back in Digital Note if it gets into the threes. I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna be forced to play some there. However, EOS, no one knows when EOS. Like, you can join the Telegram group, EOS.io, and you'll learn more. But other than that, right now, people are gonna, like, there's gonna be Bitcoin is gonna go down. Like I said, I told everyone this. What did I fucking say? I said that people are buying Ethereum for EOS. They're buying it with Bitcoin, right? That's why Bitcoin raised. And the more they're dumping in this, the lower this is going to go. So this Bitcoin is where I thought it was going to be. It might tip a little bit more down to 25. I would not be surprised at all. I think it's going to stabilize around this price. It could go back up to 3K, over 3K, because the EOS rush, it's like the floodgates have just opened, but there's still too many people to fit through the door. They're trying to run at the same time and fit through the door. So there's going to be another avalanche. Well, there was, right? There was the first avalanche, you remember. And then Ethereum kind of went back down, and then the next avalanche is happening right now. People are fucking getting their Ethereum. That's why Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a hit. The fuck's Litecoin doing? What? That doesn't even make sense. Litecoin's like this like innocent little child in the middle of a stampede on Black Friday, about to get trampled because Litecoin doesn't know what it's doing. It's in over its head. Maybe people are using Litecoin to buy Ethereum. Ethereum Classic because it has word Ethereum in it. BitShares is, like I said, what did I say? I said it's going to stabilize. It went to 30, right? In my video yesterday, I was like, it's going to go up a little bit more as the Ethereum, you know, these prices are almost at the hip. If you realize, like, when Ethereum goes up, BitShares goes up. You see this? So, yeah, I mean, it's all going as foreseen. I shall buy all of the coins at a cheaper price now. Remember? Everyone, gals and girls, little children. Remember when we bought Sia Coin and I was like, remember, when it hits a penny, that's the floor. You're not going to be able to buy it for under a penny again. How many of you would buy Sia Coin at a penny right now? Fucking everybody. Everybody has their hands raised. Some of them have both hands raised. That's what I did in school. When I had to, when teacher was asking a question, I'd raise both hands because I always got called. Everyone raised one hand like jackasses. I raised both of my hands. Who is she going to notice? Who is she going to give the answer? You know, who is she going to call upon? The person who raises one hand or two hands. I'm putting in more work. I always got called. Raise both hands in life, people. Don't raise one hand. Don't do what the crowd does. Don't raise one hand because everyone else is raising one hand. Do your own thing. Buy digital note when no one knew what digital note even was or meant. You know, buy Safe a coin, Safe Exchange coin when no one really knew what SafeX was. No one knew really. You know, buy No Limit coin. What the fuck is No Limit coin? I sold my No Limit coin at 19, by the way. I'm gonna buy some more later, but I bought it at 10 and 13, and I sold it at 17 to 19. And the reason I did that was to buy some more 1337. Basically, the only reason I'm buying a lot of 1337 is because I'm getting it at like way below market value. I'm getting it at like 5 and 6, right? So when the market says it's selling at 8 and 9, I'm buying it for almost half off. And you saw how big the points were. I mean, if I'm buying at 5 and it's selling at 8, I'm getting, you know, I'm buying it for 60% off. Some places it's selling at 10. What happened? I broke the universe, guys. What's happening? Oh, Dan hasn't had his coffee. No, 80%. Okay, so I have to go there. I have to go here. 100%. Well, that doesn't take Einstein to find that one out. But you know, I just want to show it for you guys. I'm buying it at 5 and it's selling for 10 elsewhere. And I'm not even going and transferring it to sell it for 10 because I think it's gonna rise to like 20 again. Like I just do. I have a feeling deep in my loins. There was something funny going on. I think people are like artificially lowering the price because I felt like was it Simba? You remember Simba and the Lion King? Alright, so I'm on Yobit and you know I have a little bit of Bitcoin. And then I'm looking to get into some 1337 at 8, you know, 7 to 8 maybe, you know, because I think that's a good deal. It's under 10. It's under 10. And then right before I go to place my order, I look over to the left and there was somebody selling 5 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin, and it was all at 9 and 8. It was a wall. I was like, what's happening? And then I started seeing all the buys shrivel up before me, right? I was about to place my order and all the buys were shriveling up like the land. So I was like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? And it was at 1.3. I got some at 2, or no, I got some at 3 and 4. So then I was like, what's happening? So I placed my buy at 3. And then the wall just started to fall. 5 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin. You know, people are selling a shit ton of this coin at really cheap prices, forcing the prices down, like buying up all the Bitcoin, buying up all the shit, and fucking closing this wall that no one can stop, you know? And, you know, people were buying it up left and right at 6 and 5, but I wasn't buying it because I didn't know what was happening. I was buying it. I was letting them pay me off, or whoever was buying it at, you know, or selling it at 3 or 4. Because I had it buys at 4 and 3, and I was getting, like, people were selling it to me. So I was like, so I was frantic, and I tried to get more Bitcoin from everywhere. I was like, I withdrew from my BitConnect, I withdrew from everywhere I could find. I was like, give me all the Bitcoin I gotta get on the website. And it took forever. I was so pissed. Actually, one of them, I don't know which, I forgot which, one of them came through. It might have been my Exodius one. I don't know. One of them came through. It was lightning fast. And I was able to jump on and still get it at 5 because the wall stopped at 5. It was like you ever seen like Indiana Jones, like those walls, and it just stopped right before, right? And I was like, whoa, what is going on? And then the buy orders stopped. No one was selling them anymore at that price, right? So I got it at my 3 and 4. And then that's when I was like, okay. And then I started to see the buy orders pile up like to 1, 2, 3. And I was like, what is going the fuck on? So then literally right when I got able to, I got the coin and I was buying it all up at 5 as I could. I was like, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And before I know it, the wall started to move up to 6, 7. And it fucking wall moved up to like 10. And then it just disappeared. It all disappeared. I didn't know. My mind was blown. I was like, what just fucking happened? I was like Simba in the fucking, with all those fucking horde of animals coming at you. Forgot what they were. Looked like buffaloes or something. They're coming at you. And that's what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. I was looking around. It was crazy mayhem. But I got a shit ton of this coin at like 3 to 4 to 5. And then I found out that I had just bought a lot of this coin. Like I have a lot of 1337 now. I was like, holy shit, how did this happen? And that's kind of how I get forced into positions. Like I don't really, when I make my portfolio, I'm not really looking for a coin that's going to be, you know, I'm not trying to put all my eggs in a certain basket because I like a coin the most. I'll do that sometimes, but like after I do that, like let's say I do that and I weigh out my portfolio and I put, you know, I weigh it where I need to, then it just becomes on what dips the most. Like I just kind of buy on the biggest dips. Like I see all the coins I like. I don't have time. People ask me about questions and coins in the comments, and I like that because it gets me to research. If I don't talk about it, then I'm not going to know too much about it. Like, I don't know. I won't say that. I actually know a lot about a lot of coins because I research so many. But, like, I'm not intimate with it. Like, I'm intimate with the coins that I'm invested in heavily, right? Like, I wasn't intimate with 1337. Now I am. And I realize all about it. And it's a good project. Fuck, it's a good project. It has a way to take off. And it's fucking free as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's fucking free. Like, at 0.005 and 6. Right now, it's selling for 7, 8, 9. So it's just a lot of funny stuff's going on. All right. Oh yeah, somebody was telling me about CryptoPing. Now, how do I use CryptoPing? Look, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one, right? Now, this isn't really a good one. I don't really care too much about that. That's not enough for me, right? So, all right, if I wanted to jump on a coin, I would jump on something like this. So if I saw this, I'm immediately hitting Cryptopia and going to here and getting in and trying to buy immediately just to sell 5 to 10 minutes later. Now, I do that, but I'm really fucking good at this. And you gotta also know when you jump in if it's like a dud. Like you go immediately. All right, so you have 2 windows open, right? I'll do a little video of it. But you have 2 windows open. Boom, boom. You have one. All right, so you go boom, boom, open 2. Boom, boom, right? You have market history right here, and then you have your buy and sell orders right here, right? So you want to see how fast it's rising, right? How fast it's rising. And you can tell if it's rising real fast within the last 10 minutes, if it's just jumping, then that's good. This is a really good sign. I really like this. So when the volume increases by a bunch, but the price doesn't increase that much, that means they haven't gotten their orders through yet. So this would be, you know, something like this would look real good. But, you know, you want to get the higher buy volume. You want to be in the thousands. Because why you want to be in the thousands? Now, this is something that's good. But why would we pick good when we could get great? Why would we pick 300 when we can get 16? Like, I saw one 20,000. Let's find it. 20,000. I mean, holy fuck, right? 20,000? You jump in there, buy now. Fucking 20,000% interest increase. That's all that is. You know, 4,000% people were more interested. That's buy volume. That's physical buy volume. That means out of fucking thin air, 4,000%, the interest rate rose just, and then the price rose. Freaking, you know. So that's how you do. Don't just fucking look at every signal. It's like, oh, no, you have to be fucking. You know, I pick one or two signals. I pick maybe one signal a day, maybe one or two, not many. Boom, that would have been one. Holy fuck, cows, 10,000%, 10,000%. Now, if you're good enough to have this pop up and immediately boom, because you can go and immediately open it, right, and get in there when you see something like this. That's what I do, right? And I can't guarantee that's gonna make me. I'm new to this part. Like, crypto ping's new. I just find ways. Like, it don't matter. Like, I find ways to fucking hustle. You give me something, and I'm gonna tell you how to use it the best, in my opinion. And, you know, I haven't had this bot long, but I've already found a way to make really good money because I've jumped in on 20%, 20,000% increase before. I immediately jumped on it and I bought it, and 5-10 minutes later, I made like 40% profit real quick. I didn't stay in the coin because I had no idea what the fuck the coin was about. I didn't know what the coin was about. I'm not trying to hold it for long term. I'm trying to get my 40%, get the fuck up out of there. And that's what this bot has given me that ability, when I didn't have that ability like this before. Not randomly, like, I'm not gonna just jump into a coin I don't know blindfolded. That's not how it works. So if I have something, you know, something to tell me like this, and they have new features coming out, like this is like a beta raw, just fucking, you know, just showing you what it can do, that it works. And 13,000% right there, 13,000%. Damn, dude, I'm invested in XCN too. I'm invested in XCN because this thing. Not much. I have so many coins, guys. Like, I have to write all the, like, I do write this shit down, obviously, but like, man, I'm in a lot of coins. XCN looks, it's like micro transactions. I might have said something about it, but I didn't buy much, but it was selling way underpriced on one of these websites. And I was noticing, I was just going through, you know, cheap coins, looking at the market cap, looking at the prices, and I was like, man, it's going for real cheap here. So I went and bought it. And yeah. So basically, you know, it's not much has changed in the world of crypto since Bitcoin's like, bitch, get back. Oh wait, no, it didn't. It's still getting owned right now. So yeah, people are selling their babies for fucking Ethereum right now. So starting to limp off, but it's not going to go much. It's going to keep pumping. All this is going to keep pumping. So, you know, I'm just going to keep holding, seeing, because this market could just drag out more and more. It could just be getting, you know, drug out, and the thing propping it up are people like me and savvy investors. But at this point, you know, I bought some last night, and now I'm going to probably cool off and just kind of watch and bink, you know, bink where I can. And you know, I got a couple Bitcoin ready for when these markets dip. What's Next doing? Holy shit cakes. People are telling me about Next too. When were they telling me about it? Maybe around in here? 40%, 50%. I know I looked at it. Giving y'all that good. Hey, that guy. That guy's fucking happy. I don't know about that. That's too much. I think that's a little too much, guys. That one's cool. I was like, all right, I can get down with that. That's cool. But then you're just kind of chilling, and it just scares you. Like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Livecoin. Y'all not gonna let me see the exchange? Y'all gonna make me sign up? What kind of shit is that? That's fucking ruthless. Maybe later, Livecoin. Shit, close market. That's brave right there. That's brave right there. Letting the browser history drop down like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm clean, guys. I'm clean. I don't got no skeletons in my closet. Y'all know my skeletons. BitBay, Mona coin. All right, guys. Yeah, just keep an eye out on the coins. These smaller coins. Just keep an eye out because EOS isn't. I don't think EOS is going to come out for like another week. So I'm not quite sure. I think we could have a Great Depression in the altcoins. I think we really could. So I'm going to be holding right now, and I already bought up a lot at a cheap price. I think I can get it cheaper. I think it's going to get a little cheaper. So I'm going to buy it cheaper. Notice my trend. I bought some at a cheap price, right? But if it gets cheaper, I'm going to buy more. That just makes sense, right? It just makes perfect sense. And I'm explaining to you why it's happening. It's pure market. It's the 100% the market. It has nothing to do with the actual coins themselves being like faulty or anything. It has nothing to do with the quality of these coins whatsoever. It is a fickle market blowing up on what's trendy. That's what's happening right now. And you can see it. There's other stuff going on with Ethereum too. Toyota, a bunch of stuff under the hood is going on. But the point is, this price, Ethereum price is blowing up. I think Ethereum price, I don't like using the word bubble. That's not what I'm saying. This price is going to shoot up to 500, and then it's going to fucking crash, in my opinion, back to 300 or so. And that's not really a crash because that's like, 300s, it's relatively new. Like, yesterday, the day before, it happened so fast. But it's going to keep going up and then it's going to come down. And the thing is, EOS, I don't know how much of a buildup there's going to be. I think he's just going to release it. And then I'm not sure what Dan's going to do. I'm not sure. If I was Dan, I'd probably give an announcement and let there be a little bit more time. Build up the anticipation. That's going to blow up Ethereum. So that's really what I am thinking is going to happen. So would I sell to buy more Ethereum? No, I'd rather use my Bitcoin instead of investing it in Ethereum, investing it in these cheap coins. And the only reason that is because at any point these coins could start popping back up. And I don't really want to miss, because there's whales out there who are going to scoop these up, who know information that we don't. So you have to keep that in mind. And I don't want to have Ethereum right now when I could be investing in these cheaper coins and just scoping them and Skyping them left and right. Boom, 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 boom. Even with Ethereum's rising right now. Because in most of the markets, I can't get as good of a deal on these coins if I'm trading in Ethereum. So if I switch all my Bitcoin to Ethereum to ride that rise, when I need to buy a coin, I have to then sell Ethereum for Bitcoin and then do the Bitcoin. But normally I'm trying to be quicker than that when I spot a deal. And yeah, that's basically what it is. And we also know that there's not just a pump from EOS, there's a pump from people who are looking to sell at 4. You see how it kind of regressed? You always have the traders manipulating the market too. So there's a lot of people in here doing what I was just saying. And, there can be a lowering in price any moment when people start to dump, especially if it starts to stable off a little bit. And it's just a dangerous game to play. I think it's too thin to try to go that route when I can just go like real strong buys like Digicoin when I bought it for nothing, and Sia coins dropping even more. Like all of these coins are just fucking tanking. Look at all the red. All of that is red. Every coin, right? This one's barely. It's going to be red soon. All of these coins are red. Look at that. And that's just amazing. It's an amazing time to have Bitcoin or Ethereum. So yeah, basically that's what it is. We're in one of those, you know, where the market's still new. As much as we like to know how much the market cap, how much money's coming in, the market is still relatively new. It's still fickle. It's still not filled with professionals. So anything shiny, anything new, anything, you know, big is going to cause this, right? And remember last crash when it was in May, everyone was freaking out, and it rebounded obviously quite nicely. So keep an eye out for really good deals, and that is today's update. Yeah, Bitcoin be looking funky as shit. Peace, adios, later, sayonara. Peace.